Hello guys, what is up? This is Galactic Alien. Welcome you guys to the P4G Season 3 Week Number 6. Your 3 and 2 Chicago Cubchoos are going against the 5-0 Bronx Beartics. So we're going against our evolution over here, the Beartics. We're the Cubchoos, of course, and you know, man, if you guys do not know who PokeaimMD AKA Joey is, I mean, you guys are living under a rock. This guy's super duper awesome, and you guys should definitely go check him out. Go check him out. I'm sorry for the audio being a little bit whack over there, my bad. But yeah, guys, we had a bit of a rough week last time. We messed up with Zen mode. I apologize for having the bit of, I don't know, we didn't really know how Zen mode worked entirely, you know, with the whole entire rocks in a sub, bringing us to 51%, it's not 50. It only goes a quarter of health if it's divisible by 4, I believe. So a bit of a dirt move over there by myself in the front office, but at the same time, that's why we play, man. We play to have fun, we play to learn a little bit, and that's why I'm in this league. I'm here to have fun, I'm here to learn a bit, you know, of new things, use a bit of different things. It's a tier 3 and below league. This is my fun league, man. Let's have a good time. I don't care if I lose the rest of my matches for the season, man. As long as I'm having fun, that's what matters to me. And today we're going against Joey, aka PokeaimMD. Either way, our team this week is absolutely insanely weird. We're not bringing it to our Tyrantrum, we're not bringing it our Mantan, but we are bringing the 6 Pokemon of Krokorok, Floette, Licky, ARAQUANID, Serena, and Crobat. So, Crobat was actually a Pokemon that we traded indirectly for Articuno, so Articuno is no longer on the team. Despite it being really awesome, I couldn't really take, you know, I couldn't really leave Crobat hanging there, man. Honestly, like, there was the opportunity of getting Crobat, and if I wait any longer, I want to be able to get it because there would be other people interested. So I just said, screw it. I want to get Crobat, so we got Crobat for Articuno, and then we also made the transaction for Lunatone, you know, to get rid of Lunatone and get Floette. So Floette is our fairy for the team. It's honestly not terrible. Not the best fairy ever, but we had to bring it this week because Joey, aka PokeaimMD's team, is Zygarde 10%, Incineroar, Roserade, Mesprit, Sasbatoad, Hariyama, Diancie, Duogen, Mawile, Volibee, and Tauros. So this team is a little bit nutty. I would say this is probably the best team in the whole entire league, the most well-rounded team. Of course, if you guys, let me know what you guys think the best team is in this league. Let me know in the comment section below. I think that Joey has the most well-rounded team, though, in my opinion. I think it's just such a good team. And, yeah, the 6 that I actually predicted they'll bring will be Zygarde 10%, Incineroar, Roserade, Mesprit, Sasbatoad, and Tauros. Though there's a possibility of Hariyama coming. There's also the possibility of possibly Volibee coming, because Joey's unpredictable like that. But those are the 6 that I predicted them to bring, and the best 6 that he can bring. So if he does bring any of those, I'll be pretty happy. And, yeah. Let's go ahead and start off this nice little match against Joey. And guys, go check out Joey. He's super duper awesome. He actually will be having a nice little interview with me after the game. So if you guys want to check out his side of the battle, there will be an interview afterwards. So yeah, actually, okay, hold on. Okay, so no Sasbatoad, surprisingly, no Tauros, which is super nice. Tauros is actually such a powerful mon. I really thinking he'd bring it. Instead, he brings Diancie and Hariyama, so I was, you know, kind of expecting to possibly see Diancie and Hariyama. I'm not too upset that I see them. I'm pretty happy that Tauros didn't come. Hariyama, I'm like a bit indifferent on. Hariyama is always such a good Pokemon, such a like bulky mon in general, so I'm not too happy to see them. But you know, as soon as that time, Tauros is just such a monster, and as you guys can probably tell, even though this is a fun league, I'm quite nervous. Wait, no Zygarde. Hold on, that actually changes everything. He brings Mawile instead. Hold the phone. No, I thought Zygarde would 100% be there. Okay, so he brings Mawile instead. I was not expecting Mawile, so he brings the Intimidation Core with Mawile and Incineroar. That is kind of insane. So, very different team than what I predicted. Holy crap, let me just make sure I have this right. Holy moly. That's just kind of wild. I'm not even going to lie. With the team that I see, I honestly think that leading off with my Krokorok would probably be for the best. Krokorok actually has a very good matchup if the Pokemon aren't Roserade or Hariyama. I think the Hariyama Roserade can lead, but I'm just going to lead with my 6. We bring very different teams, man. I mean, in terms of what our top picks are, and in terms of what we could have brought, we bring very different stuff. Because I could have brought my Tyrantrum, I could have brought Darmanitan, instead we brought things like Krokorok and Floette, so you know, and then he brought things like Mawile and, you know, like Diancie and stuff. So it's like, very different things, but at the same time, that's the fun about it. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and lead off with our beautiful Ray-Ban, the Karakura. He's going to go with Chimpact, which is going to be the beautiful Incineroar. So great lead on our end. We're going to intimidate each other, which is kind of funny. We can actually get free rocks over here, which is super nice. He could be a mixed mixed set. However, we are semi-bulky, I would say. We're semi-bulky Karakura. I mean, it's Eviolite. It has some bulk to it. I mean, it's not really the worst mon ever. It's not really the bulkiest mon ever. But as far as things go, Incineroar is such a good Pokemon. Having that Intimidate is such a pain in the ass. I wish it didn't have Intimidate, but with, you know, the hidden ability being unlocked, man, it gets Intimidate now. It's such a good Pokemon. It's become so much better, honestly. He could just lead off with a nice little U-turn, and that would do some decent damage. I just kind of want to go for my rocks right now. I'm not even going to lie. I'm just going to go for rocks. I could break the U-turn, but honestly, if I go into anything, he has momentum regardless. So I'm just going to go for the Stealth Rock and see what he wants to do. He's actually just going to go for the Fake Out. So we know he has the Fake Out for that priority. He's trying to kind of just see what kind of set we are. I can respect that 100%. So now he knows that we are a pretty bulky variant of Karakura. I'm just going to go for the Stealth Rock, though. You know, that's what we need to do. Got to get them rocks up and see what he wants to do next turn. It's kind of nice to know that he has the Fake Out, so we know, like, at least what some of his moves are. I know that Joey really likes his priority, so yeah, he does have the U-turn as well. So everybody's from 147 to 91. So 89 to 55. Okay. So that's about 34%. That's about 34%. So that is definitely, I would say, an admin set or a brave set. And he goes ahead and goes out into his Mawile, trying to get that double Intimidate. And we go for the nice little rocks. So that way we, you know, don't really have to worry. I mean, like, if we went for Earthquake over there, we pretty much would have done nothing because now we're -2. So at this point in time, Mawile is a very weird Pokemon. I don't know what it really wants to do, if I'm being honest, man. I think this thing's more so just a Pokemon that wants to get up rocks. And, hey, it could possibly even have things like Swords Dance if it wants to be a little bit snarky. A lot of his Pokemon have priority. It's kind of insane. Yeah, I think he's just going to go for rocks over here, if I'm being honest. I think he'll definitely just go for rocks. We can't really touch this thing all too well, man. That Steel and Fairy typing is it's such a nice combination. And with that double Intimidate action going on, we're -2 right now, so not really going to be doing too much against a Mawile if we stay in at all. Because we're -2 right now. So, I think our best bet would more likely to be to go out into our Araquanid. I think Araquanid may just be our best bet. I don't know what this thing can really do to Araquanid. I think he's going to get up his rocks right now. I think it just may be our best Pokemon to bring in right now. Especially before we're intimidated anyways, so that should be quite nice. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go out into my Araquanid and see what we can do after that. Unfortunately, we're not really doing too much damage, but that's fine. We are breaking TOTEM Araquanid this week, so it's going to be freaking huge, which is insane. Like, this thing is fucking enormous. He's just going to go for the Iron Head, so that's going to basically do nothing. And we have leftovers, so, you know, we're going to get some health back. And this thing, like, I cannot even see the Mawile right now. This thing is huge, dude. Pause if necessary, but this thing is freaking enormous. At this point in time, I can just go for the Liquidation. I don't think he's gonna, like, switch out. I really don't think he's gonna switch out. If he does, he can go for the Roserade if he wants to. But he doesn't have a really good switch in against our Araquanid, so I'm just gonna go for Liquidation. Go off with a nice little Fierce Hit. His best switch in would more than likely be Roserade, which we do have Leech Life for, which would do some decent damage. Not really the best matchup for us if it's going to be Roserade versus Araquanid. But at the same exact time, we could do some decent damage to it just with, you know, just with the liquidation. So he does go ahead and stay in like I thought he would. Probably kind of baiting us to over-predict. We're just going to go for the liquidation, which is going to do a very nice chunk of damage. We do not see Rocky Hama, which is quite nice. This thing is faster than us. I always have to remember how slow ARAQUANID is. And I mean, with this big of a bug, I would imagine it would be quite slow. It's a little unfortunate because I did pack Giga Drain on this ARAQUANID in case he brings Seismitoad, and he did not bring Seismitoad, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, it's all good. It's just an extra 4th move. I mean, it's whatever. Now, is he going? I don't think he's gonna snag this thing off, so I'm just gonna go for the lunge over here. Oh yeah, we don't have leech up. We have lunge instead. I'm just gonna go for a lunge. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't think he's gonna want to stay in. And even if he stays in, I mean, what is he really gonna do? The best move he'll probably have is play rough. So we'll see what he wants to do. Yeah, he's just gonna switch out and go into Roserade. Yeah, he's gonna get to MV, which is the Roserade. Yeah, okay. So Rocks plus lunge. Hopefully maybe a 2 KO, but I don't think so. Yeah, this thing's super bulky, I can tell. Yeah, Black Sludge. Okay, yeah, this thing's bulky. And I can see the spikes about to just pile in right now. This is a bit of a tough situation to be in. I could bring in my Crobat. But the issue with bringing in Crobat right now is, I'm scared of the Stealth Rock plus HP Rock combination, if I'm being honest. I don't like the looks of that coming in. This thing definitely is bulky though, I can tell. It's super bulky. And he shouldn't be able to do too much damage against me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stay in. If you use this HP Rock over here, at least I know he has it. But we're gonna see what he wants to do. I think he's just gonna go for T-Spikes. Okay. He's just gonna go for T-Spikes. So he definitely, I looked at some of Joey's matchups and he definitely likes the Hazard Snack a lot, which is kind of nice to know. So Roserade is Black Sludge, T-Spikes. We do have Rapid Spin on Serena, which is nice. It's just a matter of being able to bring it in and get the Rapid Spin off. That's going to be a bit tough. Okay, I'm going to go for lunge over here and see if he wants to go for HP Rock. He goes for Synthesis. So he has Synthesis on this thing, which is kind of annoying. But good prep. Good prep for sure. I should have probably switched into Crobat. I didn't think he would have Synthesis though. These things tend to run Giga Drain over having something like Synthesis. Yeah, I'm just going to switch out into Crobat. If he goes for the HP Rock over here, then we're in quite big of trouble. We are in quite big of trouble, I would say. He does go for the Sludge Bomb. Okay. That is a lot of damage, though. That's going to be a critical hit, which kind of sucks. And by kind of sucks, I mean it really sucks. Because that did way more than I like it to. We are nasty Crobat, though. I don't think there's any way he wants to stay in. Despite being in decent HP range, and despite being quite a bulky Roserade, if he predicts a Brave Bird, he definitely does not want to take it. I could just go for regular Air Slash over here, but I don't think it's really worth it. So I'm just going to go for the nasty plot over here. He's going to go and withdraw. So we get free nasty plot off. He's probably going to go into his... He goes into Chimpack, so he's going to go into his Incineroar. And go for the Intimidate. He's definitely AV, man. There's no way he's not AV. Which really sucks because a +2 Air Slash will not be able to kill him from this range. But I think if there is a point in time that I go for If there's a point in time where I go for the Z Air Slash, it's probably right now. Despite him being super duper fucking bulky, it's probably just my best time to just go for the Z Air Slash. And for whatever reason, he's not bulky. This is tough. This is tough. I'm probably just gonna go for the Z Air Slash, honestly. He may just go for the fake out, but that won't be able to kill us. So I'm just gonna go for the Z Air Slash and see what he wants to do. He may double out and go out into his Diancie, but there's really no point of me just going for regular Air Slash in case that happens. Maybe that would have been the better play. Maybe me going for regular Air Slash first and then going for Z would be a better play. Because honestly, I feel like him going to Diancie is actually a really good switch over here. But he's actually going to stay in, leading me to think he's definitely going to be AV. And we're just going to go for the Z Air Slash. It will not kill him, but it will do a lot of damage, which is going to be nice. Incineroar is such a pain, honestly. It's such a good Pokemon. But this is basically our best bet right now. Just get off a ton of damage. If he's not AV for whatever reason, it kills him. If he is AV, then, you know, yeah. And we are going to take him out, so that's actually really nice. I don't think he was AV in that case. So Crobat kills Incineroar, which is actually really nice for us. He's going to go straight out into his Nesprit, leading me to possibly think he may be Scarfed. Or just especially bulky, either or. At this point in time, I think that going for Air Slash is probably just my best bet. I can possibly score a flinch. I don't want to flinch, but I can score if it's possible. And if he outspeeds me, then he is Scarfed. So we do land an Air Slash. He is not Scarfed. This does have potential to flinch him, which we are not going to flinch him, which I'm not very upset about because I don't want to play it to Hax's favor. But that we do decent damage over there, which is quite nice. We do not see leftovers, which is quite nice. At this point in time, I think that going out into our Serena would probably be the best play, and going for a Rapid Spin, or I can go into Serena on U-turn. I think going for Rapid Spin may be the best play, honestly, because I really do need to get the hits off, man. I don't want the hazards to be up on the field right now. Just not what I want them to do. So Joey just messaged me saying, when I built my team, Crobat was under your squad. I made the transaction last week. Damn. So that kind of sucks. I definitely do feel bad about that, because I did make the transaction last week, but it wasn't effective until this week. He built Thursday. Yeah, so he built like last week. That's a bit unfortunate, because I did do my battle like around last week. So he built, yeah, it was effective for this week, not last. Sorry about that, man. Definitely is a bit unfortunate. I do feel bad about that. Hopefully it doesn't affect the game too much. If he wants to redo it, I'm like okay with that. But if he wants to keep on going, I'm okay with that too. Yeah, if you do prep a little bit early, that type of stuff is bound to happen, unfortunately. I think our best play over here is to just go for the U-turn. I think that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do, just to get some pivot off on the Roserade. He's actually gonna bring in Hugo, which is the Mawile. I could have gone for the rapid spin. That's fine. Rapid spin would have definitely been better than that, but that's fine. It's all good. It has definitely been unfortunate though. But whenever you do build a little bit early, that type of stuff is bound to happen. So just kind of unfortunate. At this point in time, I think that just going out into our ARAQUANID may be the best play. Actually, does Crockrack outspeed this thing? I kind of want to go into something that will outspeed it instead. Plus, taking that rocks damage will be kind of brutal. So I'm just gonna see if we can outspeed this thing with our Crockrack. We should be able to. This thing's quite slow. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to Crockrack over here. I'm gonna ask Joey if he wants to redo this battle. I don't know. I feel kind of bad. I'm gonna ask him right now if he'd like to keep on going or if he'd like to rebattle, because I don't want him not seeing that I had Crobat to be the reason why I may end up winning, which I don't think I will end up winning anyways, because I'm not really in the position to win right now anyways, but it is possible. I'm gonna give him the option, and he can choose what he wants to do. I'd rather him choose right now than later on though, because right now I feel like the game's kind of an equal footing. I think our best play over here is to go ahead and just go for the knockoff. Or to just go into Mesprit. I think I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake, honestly. I don't think it's worth really over predicting and going for like knockoff. He's gonna go for the Protect. I'm gonna go double EQ. I'm gonna go double EQ. Play the mind games a little bit. Now let's keep on going. Okay, cool. So he says he wants to keep on going. I definitely respect that. I do feel bad about that though. It's very unfortunate. He's gonna go for the Sucker Punch. We should be able to live this, and we should be able to take him out, which is kind of nice. He has the berry, the ground berry. Why am I blanking what berry it is? Either way, we do end up killing it despite the ground berry. That sugar berry. Crockrack kills Mawile. Crockrack being at low HP kind of sucks though. The T-Spikes definitely are taking its toll on me a little bit. At this point, you can bring in Roserade more than likely. He's gonna go to MV. Yeah, that's the Roserade. He's just gonna go to Roserade. I could keep the Crockrack in, or I can keep it for later on for the Intimidate. I think that may be worth keeping it for Intimidate, because we can live rocks coming in at one point. I really do wish I used Rapid Spin the turn before. That would have been quite nice. With this being kind of a defensive Roserade, I'm just trying to see what the best play for me would be. Because I could go on into my Licky Licky and just set up a Swords Dance, since it does have Swords Dance this week. He may think I'll go for like Heal Bell or something like that. So I can go for like a Swords Dance on that turn instead. Unfortunately, we do not take hits from this thing too well. But we could take a few hits from it. Just not like the best. The only thing I know is I should not go on into my Floette on this thing. I think the best play would just be kind of just to sack this thing off, if I'm being honest. Having this thing for Intimidate later on would be very nice, but I don't think it's really worth it. I don't think it's really worth going through that mess. I think just getting something in for free would be better. I'm still pretty surprised that you bring Guard, but at the end of the day, Sometimes you bring in some weird stuff. I do have Lumberry on my Licky Licky this week, which will at least make it to where I do not get poisoned. And he doesn't have anything with Scald on his team, so I think this would be the best part of the game to bring this thing in on the T-Spikes. So yeah, we should be able to just have the Lumberry take the poison, which is nice. This is pretty much the best point to bring this thing in. Now if he has to bring in Hariyama, let's say, and he has like an AV Hariyama, we can't take a close combat, unfortunately. So my best play over here may be to just go for the Wish. That may just be my best play, just to go for the Wish. Because he's going to bring in Hariyama no matter what. He's going to Gator Sama, which is going to be the Hariyama. There's no way he wouldn't. I think that going for the Swords Dance over there would have been quite the waste. Okay, I'm gonna guess he's AV because the Flamer didn't activate. I didn't see any leftovers. And he can have Poison Jab. The question is, would he have Poison Jab? Would he have Poison Jab against my team? I know he'd probably have the Rock move. He probably has Stone Edge. He more than likely has Bullet Punch or Fake Out, or maybe both. Definitely has Close Combat. Would he have the Poison Jab? So if I go into Floette, we honestly aren't really doing too much to him. But he's not really doing too much against us either. He can have the knockoff, which kind of sucks though. So our best bet would more than likely to be to go out into our Serena, I would say. We bring this thing in, get the Wish off. I think that's just our best bet, bring this thing in on Hariyama. And then we can go for Rapid Spin. At the very least, both of his Intimidators are dead now, so that's kind of nice. And one of his Rock Setters is dead in Mawile. So he's going to go for the Close Combat. That doesn't do too much damage, and we are going to be able to get the Wish off, which is super nice. And I doubt he wants to stay in at this point. I think it's very unlikely he wants to stay in. Plus, we do have Synthesis, which is quite nice. We will be able to outspeed him, which is really nice. So this time I'm just going to go for the Rapid Spin. Get rid of all the hazards. I do have Heal Bell, or Aromatherapy I should say, on Floette. So I can get rid of the poison on my mons with that. He's going to go ahead and go into his Roserade, which I kind of wish he did in the first place. But now that Mawile's gone, this is like pretty much his only Pokemon to bring in. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Rapid Spin. Get rid of the Rocks plus T-Spikes. And still have it on his side of the field, which is super nice. At this point of time, the best play would more than likely to just bring back out the Licky Licky, I would say. I think that's probably our best play. Bring back Licky Licky. You more than likely just go for the Sludge Bomb. This game's been pretty close so far. I think Joey definitely has the upper hand against me right now. But at the same time, I think that we're matching up pretty decently, man. But the thing that Joey likes to do is he likes to wall down the opponent to a point where he can sweep with a Pokemon of his own. He's going to go for D-Spikes again. So he definitely wants to keep the T-Spikes up and running. I did think about bringing Zen Headbutt on the Serena, and if I did have the Zen Headbutt, I probably would have gone for it there. We would not be able to outspeed him, or maybe we would be able to outspeed him because maybe if he's bulky, he maybe doesn't have any speed investment. I mean, even then, now we're not outspeeding him. No way. I'm just gonna go for the Wish again. He's gonna go for the Synthesis. I really wish we could take a hit from Hariyama, honestly. I really wish we could. I'm just in here for the body slam. I would go for the SD, but unfortunately, we can't take a close combat for Hariyama, which really sucks. He's probably just gonna go back to Hariyama over here. Yeah, he's just gonna go back to Hariyama. I always know that Hariyama is gonna be an issue whenever I have to go against it. We do get the paralysis off with the body slam, and I highly doubt. Okay, he has Rocky helmet. That's nice to know. So he's not EV. Okay, that's nice to know actually. I just like that. That just clicked in my head. He's not EV. So if he's not EV, I could just bring in my Floette. Floette came for his Zygarde, and Zygarde didn't even come, so I could just bring in Floette to go against this thing. Because this thing is Rocky Helmet, it's not even AV. So I'm gonna assume he's max HP more than likely. It still takes the hits decently, but not as well as it would like to. And we can take those combats pretty well. We can take bullet punches pretty well. So I'm just gonna go ahead into Floette. I think that's pretty much the best play. It looks really nice, honestly. This Pokemon looks beautiful. See what he wants to do. He's gonna go in and go with the double. He's gonna go back out into his Roserade, which is pretty unfortunate. So good double on his part. Good double. We could take a Sludge Bomb, but we were not going to appreciate the Sludge Bomb whatsoever. I mean, I'm just going to go back out into my Licky Licky. At this point in time, I do have the Aromatherapy, so I can get the Aromatherapy off later on if I bring in Floette. But right now, I just my best Pokemon to go against this Roserade is gonna be the Licky Licky, and it's the only Pokemon that really wants to take Sludge Bombs and stuff too, because this thing is not the most offensive mon. Now at this point in time, I can just go for the SD if I'm feeling ballsy enough. He is whittling down my Licky Licky a lot, though. Which really sucks, because we do not have the Wish Protect. I'm gonna go for the Body Slam over here. He's gonna go and stay in. Yeah, he knows that he can 1v1 me at this point. He knows that he can 1v1 me. But Body Slam should do some decent damage. And we do get the Para off, which really sucks. Like I feel it bad because we got pretty much all the hacks in our favor so far this match. This thing is so physically bulky though, it's ridiculous. It's kind of insane. The main issue at this point is how we're going to take care of this bulky Roserade, and honestly, I don't know how we will. He's more than likely just going to go for Synthesis on this turn. He's going to go and actually withdraw, probably thinking that we're going to keep the Licky Licky alive. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for Body Slam. Okay, no, he's actually going for the ARAQUANID tactic. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. Smart play. At this point in time, I'm gonna go for the I'm gonna go into my floette and actually go for the tearful look. Tearful look is basically a move like parting shot, but instead of having the pivot, you just go for the lowering the opponent's special attack and attack, which is a pretty nice move. We noticed the move and we're like, you know what, why not use it? He actually is gonna stay in. We could have actually taken him out, which really sucks. At least this won't do a lot of damage, but he does actually just stay in. He's just gonna go for the knockoff. Ooh, that sucks. So he does get rid of our EV lights. So now we're not as bulky as we like to be. I figured that he'd just go into Roserate though. I figured that there was no reason to. I figured there'd be no reason to just sack off Hariyama. And now he's gonna withdraw. And he's gonna actually go into his Diancie. Interesting. So I'm guessing he's been trying to look to bring in Diancie since the beginning. And that kind of worries me that he's some sort of setup Diancie. I don't really go against regular Diancie that often, so I don't really know what these things like to do. They're typically more bulky mons. I'm gonna go for the Synthesis over here. That may not be the best move. He's just gonna go for the Diamond Storm, which we are able to take. He does get the defense boost, and then it rigs it up by 2. That's kind of wild. Like, I know Diamond Storm got like buffed in this game, but damn, dude, it's kind of ridiculous. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Tearful Look over here. I probably should have done that the first turn, just so this thing isn't doing as much damage. We are gonna live. He does not get the, oh no, he has Clear Body. That was a misplay. That was a misplay. I completely forgot this thing had Clear Body. I'm not even gonna lie. Good plays, man. Or just a bad play on my end, however you want to look at it. However you want to look at that, man. I'm just gonna go for the. Is there even a point of going through for the Rapid Spin at this point? He could just bring in. He could just bring in his. He could just bring in his Roserate at this point. I'm just gonna give the Trap Kick because he's gonna stay in. He does not get the +2 again, which is kind of surprising, as this thing does have a really, really high chance of getting the +2. I think it's 50%. Yeah. So I'm getting pretty lucky with him not getting the boost. I wish we had Power Whip this week, because that probably would have killed him if it was Power Whip. I think our best spin at this point would just be going for just to go for another Trap Kick, honestly. He's actually just gonna withdraw. Trying to preserve some of that differential, I would assume. I kind of hope this doesn't kill him. This Trap Kick. It probably will. Oh, it actually doesn't. Okay. I do have Synthesis on this thing, so I see what he's trying to do, like whittle me down with the Rocky Helmet plus Poison. But I do have Synthesis, which is nice. At this point, he probably will just double out, or he's probably just gonna stay in and think that, you know, I can kill him this turn. But I'm just gonna go for the Synthesis. See what he wants to do. He's actually gonna just go for the knockoff. Okay. Thankfully, it's not 2T spikes up. I know I'm not in a position to win, but I'm gonna try my best to at least bring down his differential a little bit. make this loss at least not a crazy loss. Although I pretty much do know that Roserade does destroy me at this point in game. He's gonna just go for the close combat. Okay. That was a crit. Which I'm not really upset about that crit. I can just synthesis it off anyways. And I mean, he's paralyzed, so he'll eventually be fully paralyzed. And that's not how I like to play the game, but that's just pretty much how it's, you know, how it is. He's just gonna withdraw. He's just gonna go into Roserade and win like that. Which makes sense. I really wish we had Zen Headbutt, because I probably would have just used it on the Roserade earlier. But I didn't think this Roserade would be as much of an issue as it was. So shouts to Joey, man. He brought a really nice set. Nice little bulky Roserade. Whenever I had Roserade in the MPA, I was really thinking about bringing bulky Roserade a little bit more often. But we more than likely just, you know, we were more offensive more times than not. Our best bet would be to just go for the switch. We do not 1v1 this thing at all, with synthesis especially. And at this point in time, I don't think we really are able to win. I could have got rid of the poison, but it's not like we're really going to be getting enough turns to really take this thing off. I could have actually been in a better position differential-wise had I just killed off that Hariyama earlier. Well, we are more than likely just going to get 4 over here. If only we brought Sulk this week, man. Sulk Toxic. Because I do have Toxic on this thing, but obviously we can't Toxic the Roserade. We'll see what he wants to do. I don't see why he wouldn't just stay in at this point. This Roserade just absolutely destroys my life, but he's actually just going to withdraw, and he's going to go out into his Hariyama. I'm guessing he wants to bring a Diancie. I mean, that's going to bring down the differential a little bit, but that's fine. ARAQUANID kills Hariyama. He's just going to bring a Diancie right now, I think. He really wants to get the game winner with Steve. I mean, I'm okay with that. Let Steve shine a little bit, you know? He's just gonna go for the power gem. He's like, you know what? Screw the chance of missing Diamond Storm. Because I'm pretty sure Diamond Storm can't miss. So, if I can both Diamond Storm and power gem, I respect that. I respect that 100%. I think at this point he's just gonna go out into his Roserade and just win. So, GG to Joey, man. Oh, he's just gonna stay in power gem. I mean, he's making this the least amount of differential possible for the victory, which I don't think he really cares about differential because he's about to be 6 and freaking 0. But I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. GG to Joey, man. Though he played so well. You know. We learn after every single match we do. I now remember that clear body Diancie's a thing and Roserade Bulky is a monster, and you know, it reminded me that Joey's a fucking boss, dude, and you guys should definitely go check him out because I'm not the greatest battler ever. I'm not gonna sit here and say it. Joey is OD, man. This man does insane sets, does lots of showdown stuff. So I highly encourage you guys to check him out. Thank you guys so much for watching this side of the battle. I really appreciate that. Again, I'm about to do an interview with Joey, so if you guys want to see his side of the battle, he's more likely going to have the interview at the end of the battle or something like that. I've heard more of the interviews than I've really seen them, but yeah. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Glad to Go. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to drop a like. If you have any constructive criticism or any sort of criticism you want to give me in the comment section below, I'm open to it, man. I'm happy that you guys decided to watch, and even if you're coming from Joey's, side of the video, I appreciate you guys very much. Thanks for being awesome and for making the community what it is. And yeah, this is Glad to Go. I'll catch you guys later on, though. Peace out.